Welcome back to this third part of our Raytracer series. Last time we added the functionality to translate and scale our objects and to put multiple instances of our sphere in the world. And with the possibility to have multiple objects, they can throw shadows at each other. So that's what I'm gonna implement today. And to start with, I have created a little scene with one large sphere and 6 smaller spheres. I also have changed the position of the light so that the small spheres should throw a shadow at the large sphere. I will start with extracting the method that checks if a sphere is hit by a ray. So we call it just trace ray, and as parameters I also want to give it all our shapes or spheres in this case. And now we can use this function to trace a new ray. That starts at our hit point and moves toward the light. If this does not hit any objects, that means it will not be a shadow there. But if it do hit an object, there will be a shadow. So we just return black for now. And otherwise we just do the old shading. If we run this now, we see we do have shadows, but we also have some artifacts on our spheres. That's because the hit point might not be exactly at the surface of our object. It might be a bit below the surface, and therefore it will hit the object itself. So we move the hit point a bit up from the surface along the normal. And now when we rerun it, we see some beautiful shadows. There is one more thing that we have to take care of. If we, for example, put a large sphere in our world that encloses our whole scene, we will only see black, and that's because we only see the outside of that sphere and it's behind the camera, but we only want to see objects in front of the camera. So I will add a new parameter to this trace ray function. That is a range that is between 0 and positive infinity. So we will see everything in front of the camera. Inside the trace ray function, we add a filter to our hits. So we cut away all hits that are outside of the range. For the shadow ray, we also add a range, but here we start at a small value, so we are outside of the surface, and the upper limit will be the distance to the light, so nothing on the other side of the light will throw a shadow. Here we have our scene with our spheres and the shadows, and the background is inside of the big sphere. And that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching.